Hey Fragrance Family, I'm David.
I'm Jared.
And we're the Fragrance Bros. Coming at you again with another review, this time on Royal Oud by Creed.
There it is.
Man, it's been a while since we've done a Creed review.
We need to do some more Creeds.
Yeah, we definitely do.
There's quite a few we haven't done.
Yep.
Time is nigh.
And of course, stick around to the end. At the very end, we're going to have some feedback and predictions from the community on Facebook about what we thought about it. So we'll let you know at the very end.
We might read yours.
That's right. Let's get straight to it. Deja Juice is 2011. It's classified as an Oriental Fougere.
Fougere. Carry on.
Notes are lemon, pink pepper, bergamot, cedar, galbanum, angelica root, Royal Indian Oud,
Hey.
sandalwood, and Tonkin musk. Whatever that is.
Whatever, dude.
What'd you get longevity out of this?
I get excellent longevity from this fragrance. Great for a Creed.
Yeah, me too.
Quite good.
Get excellent longevity as well.
Yeah.
What about projection?
Average projection.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get beast mode.
Do you really?
Dude. There was one time where I wore just a standard amount. I usually do like 3 or 4 sprays, if you know, whatever. I wore it one time, filled the entire room.
Balls.
Yeah. Dude, it's beast mode all day long.
All day.
All day.
Wow.
Season, I would say this is best for fall and winter and nights. And purpose, I would say this is probably best for formal and date situations.
I'd agree with that. Makes good sense, Dave. Good call.
Now, what does this remind you of?
So Royal Oud is different from every other Creed that I've ever smelled.
Yep.
It is much warmer to me than any Creed, much drier to me than any Creed, and you know, it's weird. The predominant feeling I get when I smell this is sandiness. I feel like a dryness, like a grittiness to it. It gives off like a texture of sorts, you know. I think that a lot of the scent comes from, I smell like some cedar and I guess some oud, but it's not really like an oud I've smelled before. Almost to the point that I can't identify it as oud. Like sometimes I'm like, where's the oud in Royal Oud? And it could just be a different brand. It could be that Indian oud.
That's right.
That good stuff from India. I don't know. So I get like I get different feels at different distances with this fragrance. Like when I've got my nose up in it, it's like I just said, with sandiness, dryness, all that sort of thing. But when I smell it on somebody else from a distance, it almost gives off like a classic male barbershop feel of sorts to me. It doesn't really smell like a barbershop per se, but there's that feeling about, you know, you imagine a guy who's, you know, freshly shaven, got like gel in his hair, parted over, you know, just looking like a classic man. It kind of smells like that. It doesn't come off oudy or anything like that. It just comes off kind of fresh and clean, actually. So it's a big difference to me between the way it smells in the air and the way it smells on my skin. What has your experience been with it?
Yeah, I would agree with a lot of what you said there. It's, you know, it's Royal Oud, and there is oud in there. I especially I do get oud when I do like this. I can smell the sour note in there, but in the air, I don't really get much oud.
Yeah.
I think the way that they blended it was it didn't smell like they used a lot of oud. It just they just put it in the blend. Yeah. And I don't mind that. I like it when they use that for that type of reason, especially with oud has such a sour smell to it a lot of times. I'm not an oud connoisseur. You'll be in November. So I know there's different types of ouds. I know there's like different shades of it. But I like it when oud is not the star. Yep. It's just a supporting role, and this is exactly what that is. Overall, I think this really reminds me of kind of a pipe tobacco type smell, because it has to me, if you were to call this like Royal Tobacco, to me that makes more sense.
I'd agree with that.
Than Royal Oud, because I get more tobacco out of it than oud. So I get a lot of tobacco out of this, and I do get a little oud. Like I said, I get, you know, a kind of a smidgen of oud. I get a fair bit of pink pepper and musk. So it comes across kind of as a
Tonkin musk.
Tonkin musk. It comes across as kind of just a musky, spicy tobacco. Yeah. And I like that. I think that's really nice. I do actually get what you're saying, because it does smell It doesn't smell like a barber shop, but it does smell kind of like a throwback.
Yes.
To like
throwback.
Yeah, to like like this is what you would see on like the Art of Manliness man, with like the barber,
Yes.
the handlebar mustache.
Right.
I can see this on like that type of guy.
Yep.
It comes off. It's this mature. It's not old. It's just mature. I do actually get that sandy vibe that you were talking about too, which I actually kind of like. It's kind of an almost an odd note, but it does kind of. When I smelled it the first time, I thought it was it smells sandy.
Yeah.
But
it's weird.
It's not. It's not like it smells like a whole bunch of sand.
Yeah.
But there's something in there that is like that gritty.
Yeah.
Almost dirty, but more like sandy.
Yeah.
Type of quality. It's sandy.
Yeah, it's Sandy. Hurricane Sandy.
I think this is mature, it's masculine, and it's refined. And if you are neither of those things, then I think it would be harder for you to wear, to pull off. But I think this is my favorite Creed.
Really?
Yeah, I love it.
Wow. Better than Aventus?
Yeah.
Better than GIT?
Yeah, it has a little bit more limited application than those. So I probably reach for those more, but as far as like the actual scent, I love it. This is amazing. I love it from the first time I smelled it. I actually got it blind.
Yeah.
And when I first smelled it, I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Wow. That surprises me. Okay. All right. Great.
Bang for buck, this is $160 for a 2.5 ounce I think you can find it on Fragrance Net for that. You can look around a little bit here and there and find deals around that range. So I look around. But overall, I think that's, as far as Creed goes, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
And overall, I think it's worth it.
Yeah, it's much more expensive on Creed's website.
Yeah.
This thing hit third party hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really hard. Gray market hard. I don't know exactly what happened, but yeah, it's available much cheaper. So do your shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what about compliments?
No. I actually, I think this is like an everyman's oud.
Yeah.
Like if you are just looking to dip your toes in the pool of oud, this would be a good place to start. But something about the composition I don't like as much as you.
Okay.
I did, but the more I wore it, it just, I don't know, it didn't age well with me. I agree with everything you said about it being mature in the right kind of way, all that sort of thing, but it didn't fit with me for some reason.
Okay.
It didn't click. I don't know.
Okay.
How about you?
Yeah, my wife likes it. She was a little bit hesitant at first, but I think she likes it more. And but I do actually get compliments from this.
Yeah.
And I've gotten really good compliments from it before.
Yeah.
So it's always a boost.
Feels good.
So yeah, that's nice.
All right. Great.
Final rating.
I'm just going to go with 3 out of 5.
Okay.
I don't think it's. I appreciate what it does, and it's pretty much what I expect from Creed and Oud. Like they're not going to go heavy-handed with it. So I like what they did. It just, like I said, for some reason, it just doesn't quite connect with me. Something about that dry sandiness I don't like. Well, you do like. So I don't know what it is, but it's just a middle of the road for me.
I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5.
Nice. Nice.
I love this fragrance. This is a great one.
Wow.
As far as Creeds go, I think it's one of those Creeds that you need to try, you need to have, personally.
Yeah.
So I think this is really, really, really great.
Okay, great.
So now we have some predictions from the community on Facebook.
Yes. Let's see. Andrew Nichols said that he thought I would love it since it was a fall and winter Creed. Flunk.
He was wrong.
Max thought we would both like Royal Oud. I like it okay.
I think that was a correct.
Yeah. Dan said 5 out of 5 on Royal Oud, so
You got one of us right.
kindred souls between you and Dan. Not so much on me.
We had to mention Dan, right?
Yes. Gotta mention Dan. Gotta mention the Mish if it's an Oud anything. Greg Fraghead thought we would love Royal Oud, which you definitely do. Overwhelmingly, people thought that we would love Royal Oud.
Probably because they love it. It looks like there's a lot of positives on that.
There are. Lupe said that he thought it was a misleading name, and I'd say that's pretty. That's fair.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily royal.
Yeah.
Or Oudie. So
that's right. Yeah.
So astute. Brad thought that Dave would yell
Vivaldi.
Yeah. And he didn't, but he just did.
Yeah.
So you're right. And you thought that I would say beast on Royal Oud, which I didn't.
But I did.
You did. Except I just did.
That's right.
So, case in point, Brad called it. But yeah, overwhelmingly people really like Royal Oud, and Dave does too.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of meh.
Nice.
All right.
So YouTube, let us know what you think of Royal Oud down in the comments down below. Do you like it, love it, hate it? Let us know. And of course, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe down below. We'll love you for it. We'll see you next week with another fragrance review with the Fragrance Brothers. Bye.
Bye.